Okay, so today is the 16th, and it is Tuesday. I'm just going to kind of start by reteaching a little bit of this, or the steps of these problems. So, here I go. Okay, so starting out. And I'm just going to do these first four, like I'm going to do one row at a time. Okay, so step one is we're going to make sure that there are no double signs. I'm going to circle anything that has double signs in the middle. Put up calculators. There are no calculators. Sorry, but listen. I'm going to be honest, and I said this yesterday, and I don't mind if any parent hears me say this. If you honestly do this with a calculator all week, you really don't know if you can do it, and then next Friday, no calculator. So, don't cheat yourself. Let's learn the rules. Here we go. If there are double signs in the middle, two signs between the numbers, you want to circle them. Two signs, circle. Two signs, circle. Okay? Now, if they are the same signs, we want to make it a plus. If they're different signs, make it a minus. So, these are the same signs. We're going to make it a plus. Same signs, make it a plus. Same signs, make it a plus. Okay. Now, I personally rewrite it from here. I bring down the minus 7 and the 5. Bring down the negative 4 and the 8. Bring down the negative 8 and 6. Okay, now I'm going to be honest, right here. This is where kids are still getting confused. When you rewrite it, I need your brain to almost ignore that row. Like the row above it. And only look at what you rewrote it as. Does that make sense? Okay. So, now we're on this step 2. We got to decide if we're going to add or subtract. Okay. So, if they have the same sign, we're going to add. Different sign, subtract. Okay, so start with that one. That is a negative 7, and that sign in front of the 5 means positive 5. So these are different signs we're going to subtract. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Last step, keep the sign of the larger number, meaning absolute value. Yes, so 7 is larger than a 5. Just in general, a boring 7 and a boring 5. 7's bigger. Since it's bigger, keep the sign of the larger number. Okay, going back up to this one. Same signs are different. Different, so we're going to subtract. We need 8 minus 4 is 4. Keep the sign of the larger number. Positive 4. Okay, same signs are different. Different. We're going to subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Keep the sign of the larger number. Negative 2. Okay. And the last one. Same signs are different. Same. Same as add. And keep the sign of the larger number. If you will do those steps every time, get it stuck in your brain. Okay? I even tried to shorten them over here, and it's kind of silly. I'll rewrite it for the video, but this is what my brain is saying. And I just kind of want to write it for anybody that might be at home. I circle them, and I know that if they're the same sign, I'm going to add. If they're different signs, I'm going to subtract. Then, the next step is looking at the symbols, meaning the positives and negatives. In my brain, I'm saying same sign, add, different signs, subtract. And then take the sign of the larger number. And these are the absolute value bars, is kind of what I'm thinking. That's my cheat rules. No. Now, here we go. Number 5. Okay, I got, and that one's easy. What is 5 minus 2? 3. We really don't need to even think about that one. Some of them are that easy. What is 1 plus 1? 2. It is 5. It is, I'll get you on the sheet. Okay, so now let's apply the rules to these last two. Okay, we need to circle them because they have double signs. Does everybody agree? Okay, circle them. Now, are they the same signs or different? Different. So we need to do minus.
Teachers and students, please excuse this interruption. We need small group 3 to report to the lab for testing, please. Small group 3 report to the lab for testing.
Okay. 1 second, I'll pause it. Okay, so finishing up 7 and 8. Okay. Are they the same signs or different? Different. So we're going to subtract. 9 minus 7. 2. Keep the sign of the larger number. 9 is bigger, right? 9 has a negative, so we need a negative. Okay. Same sign or different? Different. Keep the sign of the larger number. Okay. We're good so far? Okay. Try this row, and, well, let me do one row again. Here are the rules for some new people who just walked in. Okay. Here we go. Step 1. Any problems that have double signs in the middle, I need you to circle. So watch what I do. This one has a double sign. It's got the plus minus thing. But watch. Circle just the middle of it. Just the middle of it. Just the middle of it. Like that. Okay. The rule is, okay, the rule is, if they are different signs, we're going to make it a minus. These are different, make it a minus. These are different, make it a minus. These are different, make it a minus. If they were both pluses, we'd make it a plus. If they were both minuses or negatives, we'd make it a minus. Are you with me? Okay, making sure. Once I've cleared up that middle sign thing, I bring down all the numbers. I need to bring down a -7, bring down a 4, bring down a 7, and a 7, and a 3, and a 3. Okay, so now I'm going to work them. Go into that rule of. Okay, if they have the same sign, we need to add. Keep the sign of the larger number. So 7 plus 4, 11. Keep the sign of that 7 because it's bigger. So it's -11. Okay. Different signs subtract. 0. Right. 0 is not negative or positive. Yes. 3 minus 3? 0. 8 plus 2? 10. And I mean, the rules still apply to these. Same sign, add. Keep the sign of the larger number. Like, the rules still apply even though it's kindergarten math on some of them. Okay. Well, you try 13 through 20, and then we'll compare answers. But think about it. Same signs add or different signs subtract? Okay. What kind of 4 is that? Positive. What kind of 22? Negative. Different signs subtract. So I'm going to pause it for a minute. Like, I'll do these. Take them slow. Try them. Okay, so going through these. Step 1, like I said earlier, is to circle all the doubles and change them. So, these two are different, so I make it a minus. These two are different, so I make it a minus. These two are different, so I make it a minus. These two are the same, so I make it a plus. These two are the same, I make it a plus. Okay, now I'm going to rewrite the ones that I just kind of worked or dealt with, whatever they are. Okay, once you have rewritten one, please don't skip that step. That's what's confusing some of you. You're trying to do it without doing that step, and you're kind of confused. Okay, so looking at just that, are they the same or different? Well, honestly, 0 is neither negative or positive, but 9 is negative. I want you to think about it. If I have $0 and I take away 9, where am I at? Negative 9. If you have nothing and you take something away, like that's what you're stuck at negative numbers at that point. And you owe it. Okay, looking at 14, same signs are different. Same signs add. Keep the sign of the larger number. Are these the same signs or different? These are the same signs. Same signs add. Keep the sign of the larger number. Okay, same signs are different. Different. If they're different, subtract. Keep the sign of the larger number. One thing I need y'all to understand, if you're listening and if you're paying attention, if you're not playing, if you tell me that's 44, it's wrong. Like, if it has a negative, it has to have a negative. And I'm scared that's what some of you are thinking. That's because you added. But like that 5 is negative, that 8 is positive. Different signs, subtract, and then keep the sign of the larger number. Okay, so like look at 17. Are they the same signs or different? Different. So subtract 18. Keep the sign of the larger number since it's positive. Are they the same signs or different? Different. Keep the sign of the larger number. Same signs or different? Different. So subtract. Keep the sign of the larger number. Negative 18. Same signs add. Keep the sign of the larger number. Getting a little better? A little bit? Okay. Try the back. The only difference is that you may have to jot some math on the corner of your paper if you don't know the large numbers. Like if you don't know 44 or whatever, like you may have to add it or doodle it on the corner of your paper. Go for it. Finish the back. This is your now work. Finish the back. Now, I'm just going to go over, I'm going to do one row at a time. For you guys who are already finished, start checking the top. If you're not finished, that is fine. Just kind of keep working as I work these out. Here we go. So, okay. Okay, different signs subtract. 44 minus 19 is 25, and then it is a negative 25. I know 21 plus 3 is 24. Different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the larger number. Okay, different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the larger number. So there's the first 4.
Shit, I got all the other ones right in 20 minutes.
Okay. When you change it, it's a plus, so they're different signs subtract. And then keep the sign of the larger number. Some of you haven't looked up here yet. Please look up here and check this. Okay, next row. You're kind of worrying me. Here we go. Those should be a plus. Those should be a plus. These should be a minus. Same signs add, keep the sign of the larger number.
See, I did it backwards. Then I subtracted.
Change, like when you're doing this, change it and then just think about that. Are they the same signs or different?
So far,
Okay, go into the next row. No double signs, so no, please stop now. Please stop now. I need you to listen. You're crinkling paper. Please sit in your desk. Now, here we go. This one, number 29, negative 2. Number 30 should be 7. 31 should be 5. And negative 8 for 32. Am I good on those four? Okay. Go into the next row. Here we go. This one ends up being 10 minus 8 because of double signs. 1, 4, double signs turns to a plus there, so it's an 8.
I thought it was going to be negative because that 5 is bigger than and I thought that was bigger.
But listen, change it and then decide. That's the biggest thing. Change it, then decide. Okay. Honestly, this one I just do subtraction. I mean, I don't really do the steps.
This one's
Different signs subtract.
that's 55.
Keep the sign of the larger number.
Can we, jot it down at the bottom of our paper?
Yeah. The different signs subtract?
Like, no, I just got my notes. They're words.
Oh, yeah.
Got my notes.
That's fine. Same signs add. Keep the sign of the larger number. Same signs add. And keep the sign of the larger number. Now, basically, tomorrow, what will happen is we're going to do this in class, but kind of grade it. So, keep these notes. Keep them. Okay? No homework, because you should be done with this already.
Which means we have 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
Yes, got a little extra time today.
This for homework.
Okay. Here we go.
I know what you're